right, so I'm going to take my do-rag off on camera. Y'all know it's a whole little thing. Bam.
Uh-huh.
Are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, now I'm playing. So, welcome to the Prettiest and Most Provocative Podcast, y'all. It's Lauren. Everybody was on my ass about me not being on camera. Y'all know I'm a little shy. Bear with me. But I'm here with Bam. Right. Bam, what's your real name?
Dion.
I'm here with Dion. Stunna Bam, Bam Bam. Anything else? Any other little nicknames?
My auntie called me Baby Jesus.
Why she call you Baby Jesus?
She feel like I can do everything.
I know that's right. Period. Okay, Stunna, period. Okay, so you said you wasn't doing no interviews for a long time.
I ain't done one in about 2 years.
Little old me. And my little old podcast got Mr. Bam on an interview.
Right on. You did.
Right. And you put that shit on.
You told me to come dress.
Yes, because period. You know, like, I feel like I met you, through our sons playing football. I didn't know that Coach Bam was Stunna Bam. Like, right. You're so humble. So now we get to get into it. And I would be lying if I said I would just, like, been knowing, like, your music and all this. Because when I met you as, like,
a coach.
Right. And then when we started following each other, I was like, wait, you do music? Oh, you do this, you do that. Like, that's lit. But you never led with that energy like that, that type of vibe. So I could appreciate that. And so now we're here and I want to get into you.
Right.
In music. So I know it's been a minute since you dropped. Let's get into that.
For the most part, that's probably like one of the most distracting things in my life right now because I got to deal with it. Like, while I was just getting y'all sodas and the ice for y'all, I had somebody come behind me, can I take a picture? And they were like, when you going to drop some music? And I was like, it's coming, and that's all I can say right now is it's coming, but for the most part, that's like my pride and joy, like that's my peace, like doing music, because I learned over the years how deep I tapped into people's souls, through my music. And I was just doing it, to be honest with you, I started doing music, man, when I was at Grambling State. I was down there on scholarship, and man, my little brother had just got killed. And it was a lot of back and forth going on there, because I was going to Sam Houston originally, but my mom was like, man, you need to get away. Like, you need to go get your mind right. So I ended up going down there on track scholarship and ended up walking on to the football team. And I was the only one out of like 200 people to make the team because they did the walk-on the track. And I'm at track practice every day. And I graduated ranked in the nation, though, in track. So
you're really an athlete.
Yeah.
That's why you be out there coaching your ass off, because you're really an athlete. You really do this.
That's what I love. Okay. Before music, like, I was just like, I stopped playing basketball in like middle school, but when I got to high school, we was number one in the nation. So I put on my story the other day, like 2 days ago, I was at the court by 12 o'clock at night in my subdivision, and everybody was like, damn, we didn't know you can hoop. I was like, man, that's one thing I regret. So that's why I put it all into my son now, because that's something that I regret. We was number one in the nation for 3 years in a row. All my partners got rings that I grew up playing basketball with. So, like I say, sports was my life, before real life started happening. You feel me? So when my little brother got killed, even though I went out to Grambling, I still was like mentally confused, like just in a whole nother world. So I not go to class because I'm writing a song, and I'm like, man, fuck class. I'm about to finish this song and go record this joint. Like, on Friday nights, like, all the girls and a few players, like, they'll go get whatever they gonna drink, smoke, whatever, and they'll come to the studio, which was in a dorm at the time. They'll come, like, post up how we all in here. They'll come load up. We'll be 12, 13 deep just to hear what I'm recording and be a part of the process. And I end up starting winning the talent shows on the college campuses and stuff.
Yeah.
It turned into, man, when I left Grambling, I went to Lamar and Beaumont, and I started winning talent shows down there. And once I stopped going there, like 6 months later, I came home, and in 6 months, I was on the radio out here. So that's how my career started.
So when they be saying like that shit happened overnight, like it really damn near happened overnight. Like 6 months radio, like mainstream like that?
Well, I'm going to say this. Man, some of the players that raised me, man, they was heavy in the streets out here. And, man, I had told Big Homie, like, man, these the same dudes, my uncles, my daddies, you know, the niggas I looked up to that Lil Kiki them was rapping about back then. Man, they had us a football team when we was young. So they been putting money in us, you feel me? So I had told Big Homie, like, man, go on ahead, jump down with us. Like, me and my partners, you know, we doing the music, you feel me? And he was just showing me off at first, but then when he started hearing the music and seeing we was winning talent shows and all that, like, he ended up getting a studio by the exit away, right here on Cambridge. It's like right on the other side of the line, you feel me? So, like I say, once we did that, like I say, we hooked up with some bad producers at the time, like June James, Beat King, Lil Ju. Beat King, I didn't help bring him into the music world. I didn't help June James or Lil Ju, but when June James and Lil Ju got with me, we kind of flourished each other's careers. So now, Lil Ju, he's Megan Thee Stallion producer, got platinum records. June James, he done produced for Migos, Lucci, Kevin Gates, Youngboy. And these are all the people that I started with at my studio before they had these platinum records, you know, just day in, day out, sleeping in the studio. So, you know, I'm a part of a lot of people that, you know, made it big, you know, and a lot of people that made it big as part of my career. Yeah. And I became a little bigger than my ghetto.
Yeah. I know that's right. Like you said, so many snippets in there. Like first, let's go back to Grambling, because shout out to Grambling.
Nah, for sure.
My cousin was Miss Grambling.
Yeah.
So like all of my like aunts and uncles, they went to Grambling. And so that's the thing. So shout out to Grambling.
Right on.
And then shout out to the team when you coming home, like putting that team behind you.
DSD1.
Like, DSD1. What was it? Down since day one. See, I did a little bit of research. Don't do me.
I mean, my people, like, I've been with them all my life, you know, like before the music and all that. Like, these are people, you know, I was, you know, getting raised by, you know, I was going from 3rd Ward to South Park, 3rd Ward to South Park. And again, like, it's a thing where DSD1 was a brand before I started doing music, you know, and we turned the street brand into a music brand and end up changing the scene, the music scene in Houston. Like before DSD1, it was Swisher House, SUC, and like Propanes, you know, stuff like that. But after us, you know, we had like Sauce Walker coming to the studio before he became, you know, the big mega star that he is. Fast Lane, Lil Jeremy, you know, a lot of players that, like I say, they was in the beginning of their career watching what I was doing. And
seeing you kind of like taking little tools and snippets, like kinda,
we was feeding off each other. But at that point, you know, I was the first thing after. I was basically the start of New Houston. You feel me? So, you know, they was in the beginning of their careers, but, you know, I love them the same way that I love them today. You know, before they got, you know, the status that they is now, I always treated them the same because I saw the stardom in them. You feel me? So, and I never felt like I was bigger than them. It was just, at that time, it was my moment. You feel me? And like I say, but I capitalized on them relationship-wise by not high side, you know, doing records with them. Lil Jeremy, when he got out of jail, like in 2016, 17, 18, something like that, probably was 19, whatever the case is, he started doing his albums out of our studio. Like, I would not record so he can record because I know he had been locked up, you feel me? So as bad as I wanted to record, I'm like, man, I'm in Lil Homie favor. Like, you know, like Lil Bro, you know, really admire me and I admire him. So I would like cut my studio time just to come rock out with him. Like, hey, Lil Bro, what's up, my little people right here? You want him to run to the store for you? You know, like, because I knew he'll be what he is today, you know, so.
Right. Because you always seen it in them.
I saw it in them. Him, Fast Lane, Sauce Walker, like I saw it in them. I knew they was gonna be what they is today.
Mm-hmm. So all we really need is for you to drop, so you could.
Yeah. Like I got.
Because we talking about them, we love that. We love the support, right? But you know, I think it's been how long? And we ain't rushing you, but we see the star in you too.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy though? Man, I love the music, but man, I had a talk with my cousin the other day, and he the same way. Like he stay out there in Bay City, but he from Third Ward, and he like, bro, like, cause he famous out there cause of me. Like he do his little 1-2 on the black top, but everybody know that's Stunna Bam cousin, so he get the red carpet rolled out for him. But I had to let him know, like, man, music make me happy, and I did something that's great, but. Man, I enjoy just being free. Like, man, I enjoy coaching kids, like, you know, being able to spend time with my son. So when I get back to that world, like, I mean, I got youth in my family. So whenever I, you know, decide to do the music again and my legal situation allow me to do that, it's going to be plentiful. You know, like I got labels, you know, offering things that I can't accept because I want to be able to move on my time and not, you know, comfortable. You feel me? So, like I say, I'm enjoying, you know, the small things, the things that, you know, rappers or people of a certain stature probably don't cherish. You feel me? Like,
because you know when you pick it back up,
I'm not gonna have time to do that.
Right?
Yes. Like, so that's basically what's going on. But I still be recording. I still, you know, got music that I did, you know, maybe a year ago, a month ago, 2 weeks ago, 6 months ago, like just building albums to where, you know, when I do present myself to the labels.
You got a hell of a catalog.
I got a hell of a catalog.
I know that's right. Yeah. I need to hear something.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie to you, like music-wise, like can't too many people stand next to me. You know, like I give everybody their card, but you know, just when it come to making music, like, and then I got one of the baddest producers outside of the people that I mentioned, like. One of my main guys that I make that music that's gonna burn your soul. Yeah, we'll go line up with any artist in the world and go song for song or go live freestyling instrumentals. You know, like however we got to do. You know, live band shows. You know,
right,
like,
toe to toe.
Yeah, I'm on that type of time. You know, and again, I mean I didn't, you know, wrestle with the best of them. You know, like I got records with Kevin Gates, Lucha, Rich Homie, Mozzie, Rocco. Everybody in Houston, as far as the legend, Slim Thug, Zero, Paul Wall, Lil Kiki, you know, so for the most part, I mean, and when I go state to state, like people like Mano up there in New York, you know, like I ain't never did no music with them, but man, they roll the red carpet out for me, you know, like they honor me like I honor them. Before I met these type of people, I was listening to them, you know, so for the most part, like I feel like I'm on God's time right now. Whenever he say it's time for me to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right. And I feel like you definitely have this aura. You know what I'm saying? And when you have that aura, you can't be stopped. No matter what obstacle they put in front of you, you can't be stopped. So like it's a matter of time before you hop back in that bag and it go. Right. Because one thing for sure is like with your coaching, 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you really, anything you put your mind to, 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, it's just a matter of time before, like, when the timing is right, that you hop back in that bag and it's up from there.
Right.
And I'm going to be the interview to say, y'all remember?
Yeah.
Stunna was on the Prettiest Most. Yeah. So, now let's get into 1501. I've been seeing you post, like, Erica. And I know they had their little snippet. I'm not sure what's going on with that. We ain't gonna get into it. But how is that for you? Like, in your relationship with 1501?
Man, I fuck with Carl, man. You know, he
we didn't say Carl. We said 1501. We keeping it straight business.
All right. So Carl Crawford is the founder of 1501. Okay. He from Fifth Ward. I'm from Third Ward. He went on to make hundreds of millions of dollars in his baseball career, and he came back to the city and he wanted to start a label. And for the most part, he started the label with, at the time, was my manager, T. Ferris. And
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so T Ferris helped me pop off my career. You feel me? Shout out to T Ferris. Me or him don't know where we went left at, but it happened, you know, like, I mean, just the industry, you know, shit happened or whatever. But for the most part, I was supposed to be Carl Crawford first artist before Megan Thee Stallion. It didn't happen like that. Megan ended up, you know, being who she is today or whatever. So he ended up, you know, getting a few more male artists. Things didn't work out. My best friend came into play, and it's somebody that I love to death. He just took my granny $100 yesterday and called me like, man, hey, granny, what now? I left her $100 under the mat because the mailbox,
I know that's
it was
right.
locked. You feel me? So
those are the type of friends. That's a friend. For
that's my brother. Like he dropped out of school in the 9th grade, but he was staying with me when I was in middle school. He stayed with me, and me and my mama was trying, but he extra gutted. Like he wanted to do something else. So he was at all my football games, though. I can tell you that. You feel me? When I was playing ball, he was at all my football games. So shout out to Young Ruler. You know, he my heart. He ended up getting the deal. I ain't gonna say that was for me because they had other male artists, but my manager at the time, T. Ferris, ended up getting my brother, Young Ruler. So when that happened, I couldn't really question it because I hadn't prayed, you know, that my boy get a shot because he'll be at all my shows, background singing for me, you know, catching me when I fumble my words. He know the words, you know. So when that happened, a lot of the like background talk will be like, you know, well, Stunna, you know, it looked like he hating on Young Ruler, and you know, it was more so that I hadn't already been put out there. So with my manager kind of not communicating with me, it confused me. And now I'm back in the streets, you know, on some, man, shit. I'm Stunna Bam to people, but I still got rent. I still got to keep my image up. I still got, and I ain't got to keep it up for the people.
This your lifestyle.
I've been a young fly nigga since I was little.
That's
like
your lifestyle.
I wasn't poke growing up. Like we ain't eating steaks and shrimps and all that, but I mean, I always had clothes. I always had a roof over my head. You feel me? So for the most part, I kept that up. You feel me? Like however I had to do it. You feel me? So when my dog get the situation with 1501, I can't really be there how he was there for me because I'm having to hustle. I'm having to move and groove on the blacktop and make sure, you know, I answer my phone and can be where I need to be. You feel me? So that kind of like put me in a situation where it like scarred me because I never, you know, wish bad on something that I prayed on, you know, but I can't be there for you how you was there for me because we all expected me to just go, you know, platinum and all that, but we did music industry business the street way and we got street results. You feel me? So that was the problem. Like, so I always tell my big homie and all the players that was around me, like, man, I'm satisfied with the results because I became a household name. You feel me? And I ended up buying my little brother name. You know, like my mama was telling me, like, nah, we got to go get a lawyer. You know, we got to do this, that. And I wasn't seeing what she was saying. So once I caught on, I end up, you know, actually going to go get an entertainment lawyer. You feel me? And purchasing my little brother name. So now my little brother done got killed. I don't have to tell everybody my story where, oh, my little brother died. He got shot in the head. You know, my hood changed. Like, nah, I'm Stunna Bam. I'm continuing his legacy. I'm probably the only nigga in the world that's putting on for somebody that's dead like I'm doing. You feel me? Everybody dying, niggas forget about him. Might go see him one time a year, if that. But I mean, I continue my little brother legacy, you know, through my artistry. You feel me? And name my son after him. You feel me? So his name will never be forgotten. You know, he a legend, dead or alive. You know, top 5 dead or alive. You feel me? So again, everything I just told you, after, you know, Megan Thee Stallion and my manager, they stray away from each other. He take her out to Rock Nation, whatever the story is. I don't know. I just know what I heard or whatever. Carl Crawford ended up contacting me maybe, you know, 2022 or something like that, 2021, something like that. And I didn't know nothing about 1501. He knew a little bit about me, but never really heard none of my music. So he was like, man, pull up on me. He just hit me in the DM, pull up on me. I was like, well, I'm coming to. He was like, man, the studio, the such and such. And I was like, I don't know what that's at. He was like, damn, you ain't never came? I was like, damn, I'm going to send you the address. So when I got there, he was like, man, you was supposed to be my first artist. I don't know how, you know.
So he knew that, but there was a disconnect in the communication between...
It was my manager at the time, like I say, he don't know, I don't know where we went wrong. You know, like, at the end of the day, I probably know something that I probably, you know, will never tell nobody, you know, but for the most part, I can't tell you, you know, what happened, you know.
Right.
Like, I'm going to keep it G with my dog because he did help me pop my career off. But for the most part, when me and bro met each other, he was like, man, I ain't never heard this song. Like, this is a beautiful song. Like, man, this shit hard. And, you know, I'm like, well, shit, I ain't never know you had this studio, this bad motherfucker, you know, because I was kind of out the loop at that time, you know, just trying to make sure. I'm big on, like, man, I ain't gonna never call nobody and need them, you know. I need God, I need, you know, my mama, my grandmas, but I don't need a nigga, you feel me? Like,
that's the one.
Yeah, but I need my relationships, though, you know, so I always kept my relationships good to where I might not need you, you know, but, hey, man, throw me that front at that time, you know, and I got you on the back end, you know, so I always was able to do that, you know, if I was in that type of situation, but not no give me, you know, or a handout or nothing like that, you feel me? So when I got with bro, it just turned into a situation where, you know, just so happened, at that time, somebody was already trying to give me 6 figures for a marketing budget, but they wasn't going to give it to me in the hood. So he hit me at the right time where I got somebody that's an A&R on the back end telling me, like, bro, this label in New York, E1, they want to give you, you know, 6 figures, bro, but they don't want to just give it straight to you and then you just fuck it off in the hood and, you know, niggas get killed when they get that type of money and all that, you know, so, and it wasn't no money to put in my pocket. It was to promote my career, put me on the road, take me to different cities and get on the radio and all that. A promo run, you feel me? So just so happened, boom, me and Carl sit down. I got that on the back end. My guy know Carl, so he hit Carl, and at that time, Carl didn't even know. I knew what was going on, you feel me? So we end up, you know, and I signed him for no money, you feel me? Like, I don't even want no money because I don't want to be tied into no contract where I owe nothing like that, you feel me? Because whatever they give, we going to spend that. And after that contract, when I tell you, hey, man, let's separate, you know, business done, you know, I'm cool. I can go back to doing what I do. So, like I said, that's pretty much what happened. And when I signed her, bro, just so happened he had Erica, and she ended up overnight, her song went viral. Like, we was just doing regular label shit, and overnight, one of them white girls or somebody did one of them TikTok videos, and now we going Miami, we going Atlanta, Kansas, Memphis, like, we on tour, but just so happened, the marketing budget covered all these different cities with my record with her on it. You feel me? So it's like, it's crazy how everything really worked out to where I'm going to these cities with her and we one label, but they new record in the system is Stunna Bam, and she just went viral. So now it was like a double whammy. Like, you get Stunna Bam and Erica Banks at once. You can interview me, interview her, and she a viral sensation, and I'm, you know, an emerging artist. You know, they got a new high record with her on it. So, like I say, and then the situation ended. You know, I can't tell you. You know, I can't really tell you. You know,
you can't put your finger on it.
Yeah, like, but he called me some months ago and was like, man, I don't know what we went wrong at, but you the realest artist I ever had. Like, he was like, man, we departed ways and you ain't get on social media or the internet. He was like, and I always had to deal with it. I just wanted to call you and tell you, man, you know, you the realest artist I ever had, you know, when it comes to, you know, males or whatever. So, like I say, I talked to him last week, you know, we rapped about Beat King because he ended up he showed me a beat one day and was like, man, what you can do with this? I was like, bro, you know, I ain't no booty shaking music maker, but I can do it. You feel me? And when I went in there, he was like, oh, that's it. You feel me? So he was like, I want to get Beat King on it. So he called Beat King. Beat King came and done it. And that was one of the records that we pushed or whatever. But like I say, the one with me and Erica, that's on paper, that's my biggest record. In the streets, you know, my stuff I did with DSD1 is with my boy Seven, the producer. But on paper, my biggest record is Rock Out with Erica Banks.
Okay. So, period, biggest record with Erica Banks. Because I was like, I saw you was just like posting some stuff about her.
Because that's my dog, man. Like, I know what she went through in her career. And, you know, we had a lot of moments where, you know, I'm playing different roles with 1501 where I'm being an artist, being a security, you know, like all this while we on the road, you feel me? Like kind of.
And you're wearing, so from a business standpoint, you're wearing all of these hats while you guys are on a promo run for her single that's being funded by your marketing budget.
No, she had a situation herself.
Oh, okay.
Just so happened.
It just all happened simultaneously, so y'all was on promo tour together.
Right. Like the cities that I was supposed to go to, she got to go to now. You know, so basically it was like you getting a 2-in-1 and we getting, you know, a situation where I ain't piggybacking off of her and she ain't piggybacking off of me. You feel me? Like, and again, she was already about to be emerging regardless of, you know, the single going viral. But like I say,
Are we talking about the Busted single?
The Busted single.
Wow, that's crazy.
So we was going to every city and all girls everywhere would just, like, she'll call them to the stage and it'll be 30, 40 girls just bust it. Yeah.
No, and she's doing her big one on 11 Hip Hop Atlanta right now. She's still on there? Yeah, I think so.
My granny just asked me 2 days ago, you seen Erica? She got that big old booty?
She do got a big old booty now. We can get in the provocative part. We can get into BBLs. What's too much and what's not enough?
I mean, whatever they like, man. If they want to, you know.
Whatever they like.
Yeah, if they want to have 2 big old balloons, you know, that's on them, man. I ain't mad at them.
Stunner. 2 big old balloons?
I mean, if that's what they want, you know. I mean.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't know nothing about that growing up, but, I mean, because, you know, we had people like, you know, Aaliyah, Maya, you know, like natural women, you feel me? So, you know, that's new to me, you know, but as I learned, you know, people been getting plastic surgery or whatever.
It's not new.
Yeah,
it's not
I didn't
new.
know that.
It's just, I feel like the internet, social media have us, but I mean, like, the it girls, like Evelyn Lozado, y'all know she, you know, has had work done. I mean, that's not a secret, but I mean, she is a baddie.
Is that Carl Crawford's wife? I mean, no, baby mama?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she is bad. I mean, I didn't even catch the correlation till you said that. But I'm just saying, like, you know, that's like a woman when I was, you know, middle school. That's the women I was seeing on
her?
Basketball Wives.
Okay.
You know, like growing up, that's kind of like what we was on, Basketball Wives. What was it? Housewives. That's when Nene was real big. You know, like that. So I feel like when they got on TV, those women looked good, but their bodies were still very, very natural. Like you wouldn't be able to pinpoint and be like, oh, she went and got her body done, or she went and got her body. You know what I mean? And
they got it done right.
I guess that's what we can say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got their body done. They did the post-op. They did all that. But I feel like I don't know what happened, but somewhere between that time and today's day and age, like, it's a mess. I'm going to say it. I know you're a gentleman, so you're not going to say it, but I'm going to say it.
I'm saying, you know why I say
They do too much.
You know why I say that, though? Because, I mean, if that's what they want to do, I've been like that all my life. Like, I've been having partners crashing. I always been like, hey, nigga, if you want to do that, go ahead. You want to go in that house, go ahead and get killed, nigga. That's on you. You feel me? Like, I mean, because it's like this. What you eat don't make me shit. You feel me? So it's like, and it's just gonna get worse. Like, I be trying to teach my son, like, bro, you can't help everybody. You can't give your opinion on everything, you know, because they gonna do it with or without your opinion. You feel me? So that's why I'm unjudgmental about everybody. Like, hey, baby, you looking good. And I know she out of there.
Don't lie.
I mean, I'm big on, man, I told my son the other day, man, you got to go to sleep making sure everybody love you. You feel me? So I'm not going to lie, because when I say you look good, you might be beautiful. Your hair might look good. You might got on some nice clothes, so I ain't lying.
Okay.
You know, you probably got a fucked up BBL, but I ain't got nothing to do with that.
That don't even matter because your face is cute.
Man, God love you. So I do too.
Dog.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I love that, though. It don't have nothing to do with you. Period. But back to Aaliyah's and Maya's. The OG, you know, cute little girl. I mean, even Lil' Kim, like, I feel like back in the day, Remy Ma, like, before it was like, you know, I wish people had more appreciation for, like, the natural bodies these days. Even if you don't have, like, the baddest body, like, you know,
right.
Like, just appreciate yourself. Like, don't be looking up to these unrealistic expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Social media, you know.
Got people's mind gone.
Like,
it
basically,
really has
like,
people's mind gone.
Like, life switched to where social media is reality and reality is not real. Like, I had to tell one of my partners that the other day, you know, like, bro, like, basically, like, we spend more time on social media. Like, we'll see each other, like a picture or comment, and in our mind, I just saw my dog, but you just saw me on social media. Like, man, we used to pull up on each other. We used to call each other, you know, really tap in and, you know, be on a blacktop all day, going from this hood to this hood, this block to this block, and, you know, just checking on each other, you know, like, man, what y'all got going on over here? What's the numbers over here? You know, but now you see a nigga on Instagram and you like a picture and it's like, shit, when you see him, bitch, I just like your picture.
Like, they think that's checking in. That's not checking in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So social media kind of diluted relationships, you know, to a certain extent.
Felt. I always feel like if I didn't have so much ambition that I would get off social media. And I say that because I feel like you have to capitalize on social media. And like, people think that social media is just Instagram, Facebook. I mean, LinkedIn is a social page.
No,
you get what I'm saying? Like Pinterest, like even like these business platforms. So it's like, even when you want to take a step back from reality, LinkedIn is just as bad as Instagram. Because you get on there and you see, dang, this girl 25, she got a doctorate. You know what I'm saying? You looking at the same position shit, you know? So I don't think that it's just like the social part of it, like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, like it's even like the LinkedIn's, like, and so if I didn't have to be on those platforms because of everything I'm trying to accomplish, I would definitely take a step back because I fast every January for 21 days. And in them 21 days, you know, that means...
You don't eat?
You know I eat, Stunna.
But it's like a certain time?
So I don't eat from sunup to sundown. Obviously, no liquor, no extra, you know what I'm saying, recreational activities. Don't go out. You know, I filter what I put in. And so in those 21 days after that, off of being, when you're not on social media, like the clarity, like you have so much sense of self. You know what I'm saying? That you really don't be worried about what's going on outside. Like you so focused. You wake up like, oh, this is what I got to do today. This is what I'm doing today. This, you know what I'm saying? You don't wake up and be like, oh, let me go use the restroom and see who on Instagram.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me check my emails. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that. Like, so I said all that to say that social media have people thinking that people really doing these things and they not really doing these things. 100%. And people measuring their success are what people posting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got 100,000 followers, but they still going and, you know what I'm saying, doing illegal activities, you know what I'm saying, to eat and pay their rent. You know what I'm saying? So everything that glitter not gold. So it's like you got to really just take some time and hold in on who you are and capitalize on what your talents are. You know what I'm saying? So with the BBLs, everything that glitter ain't gold. People losing their lives out here. Like if you gonna do it the right way. Make sure you got your bag. Make sure you can do your post-op. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just go to Tijuana, try to get your body done. Like, people are really losing their lives. So I said all that to say that you ain't got to do that, ladies. If you want to, take the proper protocols.
The right way is, to my knowledge, taking fat out your stomach.
I'm sorry, I had to get a little comfortable, y'all. This look crazy on camera. Okay.
Like taking fat out your stomach or another excessively fat body part and putting it in your
in your butt
areas, right? Like
or thighs or wherever. And the thing is there's tummy tucks. There's like so many different plastic surgeries, but I think the issue is that people decide to go to surgeons that they've only seen on Instagram or they've only, talked to on WhatsApp. They haven't looked at their mortality rate. They haven't looked at the fact, do they do blood?
What that word mean?
How many people have died on their table?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and like a lot of times when people go out of the country, people are dying on these people's table. But the rules, the board is different in these other countries.
Hold on, God forgive me. I ain't even think about that. I only know about the bitches that they post on Instagram. So it'd be a lot of motherfuckers dying from BBLs, and we don't even know about them.
That we would never know about. Yeah. We don't know until something happened, like, DC Young Fly's fiance or something like that. Like, we would never know. And so people don't look up their mortality rates because in certain countries, they don't have to post it.
So what? All right, tell me.
People want to go
mortality? Like, is that death?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a mortician is death.
Mortician, yeah. I know that word. But mortality.
So the mortality rate is how many people are dying after going, and it doesn't mean like just dying on the table. It can be dying 6 weeks after surgery. Because some people come home and they think they're doing well, and then they have an aneurysm. You know what I'm saying? Or they got a blood clot because these people didn't do the post-op that they were supposed to do. And I don't think that women are doing the research when they do this. Like, they just looking for the cheapest price. Like, I can go to Miami and get it done for $12K, and then you gonna get on a plane in how many days? You know what I'm saying? Like, blood clots are real. You know what I'm saying? Compression stockings are real. So you can't sit on your butt. Then you're gonna get on a plane. Like, the way that it's just deep. It's deeper than, you know what I'm saying, looking good. And I don't think that the women do enough. But anyways, enough about BBLs. So, because we on BBLs and women and all that kind of stuff, what's going on with that? You got a lady? You got an old lady?
Yeah, I got a girl.
Let's talk about her.
I've been with her, my son 10, for about 10 years.
Period.
For the most part, like, she like one of my childhood friends. Like, her mama and daddy, my mama and daddy, everybody from Third Ward. Like, we all from Third Ward. So, man, like, when I was in that transition from wanting to play ball but wanting to do music, she'll come, like, to my studio sessions and, like, she'll bring me food and we would eat McDonald's, like.
She made sure you ate, though.
Yeah, she give me my 10-piece with some fries, with some lettuce and tomatoes on the side, like. So she'll bring that in, like, I just remember her telling me, like, I think you need to do music. Like, your music, it just sounds good. Like, you ain't forcing it. Like, you ain't got to learn how to make music. Like, you know how to make music. So I think she was, like, one of my biggest motivations to call my mama one day and tell her, like, I ain't going back to school, because my mama, she believed in me in sports so much. Like, she used to me scoring 5 touchdowns, dropping 25 points in basketball. I was running 10.5 in high school, 21.6, in the 200. Like, shit, the Olympians running 20.6. So I was 1 second away from Olympian time, you feel me? And on a bad day, Olympian will run a 21 low, So my people, like, and, I was one of them people that had my grandmas and aunties, uncles, everybody at my football game. So my mama, like, she was sold on what she saw me doing all my life, like the music, like, she'll hear it and, like, but she started believing down the line, like, she always believed in me, but she didn't really, like, understand my vision at the time, and I probably didn't, I just was doing something. But when my girl told me, and at the time, she wasn't even my girlfriend. It's just somebody that I'm dealing with, that in high school, I told her, man, I'm gonna have a son with you. You feel me? Like, I told her that, and, like, I ain't have sex with her or nothing, like, I could have, but didn't, on some, like, I don't even want to do that. And then, years down the line, I know I want to have a kid with you, because if something happened like what I'm going through right now in my legal situation, man, I need a motherfucker that's going to really stick by my side, you feel me? Like, I don't need a motherfucker that's going to be too uppity and not from where I'm from and don't understand, just that side of life, you feel me? So I think that's why I had a kid with her, because I know, and then she got shot when we was a teenager, you feel me? Like, so she didn't got shot before, you feel me? And she wasn't out wilding or nothing like that, you feel me? Like, a bullet hit her, you feel me? So
wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time, So for the most part, she know what it feel like, you know, to have your life on the line and, you know, just all the odds against you, but God got you, you know. So again, me and her had a kid, and man, I was dealing with you know, different type of women at the time because I'm fresh in the game. So man, it took a person that I was dealing with at the time to tell me this person had millions of followers, like, you know, like one of the richest broads in the video vixen game. And, you know, she had to tell me like, man, nah, like, cause I'm going back and forth, like not knowing should I deal with my day one or should I deal with her? Cause I know this bitch can get me rich right quick. You feel me? But man, something always was telling me like, nah, like don't do her like that. You feel me? Like, nigga, she really riding for you. You feel me? So when that girl told me, man, I just love how you love, you know, your son and her. You feel me? Like, man, go be with them. You feel me? And that's what I did. And I think it was just God, you feel me? Because she ended up getting killed a couple of years ago. You feel me? So, and that's what made me say, you know what? After she say that, let me go ahead and go back, you know, around my way because the money good, you feel me? But the life you living, man, I ain't come from, you know, no horn era, you feel me? Like that's, I never witnessed that, you feel me? So when you play with people's mind and people's money, you know, like it's no telling what they'll do, you know, and I knew that's what world she was in. So I'm like, man, I ain't trying to get my shit blew back being with her, you know, on a dry Thursday and a nigga she done got 20, 30,000 from coming, you know, do me in and her,
place,
you feel me?
time.
Yeah,
Right.
So, but you know, like I say, I've been with her for 10 years and she like one of my favorite people ever, you know, like I put her through so much.
Love that.
Yeah, like she literally like one of my favorite people ever. Like she always remind me, you know, she got me or whatever. Like she thugging it out with me. Like even, you know, right now, like just because I'm going through my legal situation, it still affect her. You know, like the system still got her car from 2 years ago, you know, a brand new Jeep with like 100 miles on it. She didn't even get to, you know, drive, you know, a brand new car that she purchased herself, you know, off of her hard work, you know, so, you know, but we made it right. We got her another car or whatever, but just saying that to say, you know, I really appreciate, you know, making the right judgment, you know, for my future 10 years ago. You feel me? Like, she probably like one of my best investments.
Listen, just to piggyback off of that, if more men had that ideology, I think we would be in a different day and time. You know what I'm saying? Because I can only speak for me. I can't speak for every woman in the world. But I know I'm the type of person that if you pour into me, I'm going to pour into you. And that's literally just what you said. The best investment, you know what I'm saying, you could have made. Because you know that no matter what happened, she going to give you a return on that investment. You know what I mean? Like, it might not be at 50% right now. It might only be at 5%, but I'm still getting a return. Man. It might be at 75%, you know what I'm saying, in 3 years, but I'm getting a return. It might drop back down, but you're going to get a return. So, like, your kids and your spouse, those are the biggest investments, and you're going to get the biggest return because we can put money in CDs, we can put money in IRAs for 5 and 10 years, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to raise our kids forever.
Right.
You're going to say, they're going to turn 18, but when they turn 18, what have we given them to help them profit, to make, you know? So it's just one of those things where it's like, if you invest into the right people, you're going to get your biggest return from it. And I think that you are seeing that and living proof of that because of everything that you're going through, and you see who's by your side. And I mean, y'all have a wonderful child together, and he exceeds, I mean, an athlete. We know that. We really need to be watching him. I need to have him on the podcast because we know he's going, what? We know he's going all the way. But saying all that to say that you guys, power couple, you know what I'm saying, whether she's in the limelight or not, have...
Man, she a star on her own, like, you know, like, basically, like, her being with me, it helped, you know, but again, like I say, she got shot, she got a good personality, so, I mean, she always had people to favor her, but again, you gotta think about the girls that probably, you know, attack me in public or whatever, you know, like people want to know, oh, who he with or why he so standoffish, you know, so that helped her following, you feel me? But, you know, going back to me saying, you know, I'm glad I made that investment, I mean, she invested just as much in me. I mean, I probably, bought, the Rolexes and the Cartiers, but over time, she invested in me just as much, when my well run dry, I can come get it from her, and she know, the return good, you feel me?
Exactly.
So for the most part, I'm glad she invested in me. You feel me?
It's listen, we love to see it. We might have to get her right next to you.
Nah, for sure.
You know
Man,
what I'm saying?
you know what's crazy? I keep her out the camera because she too fine, and I just,
man, that's crazy.
No, listen to me because it's
Make sure she watch this, sis. That's why.
No, listen to me. That's 100% why, because man, we can't have me, my son, and you. Like, I don't want nothing to distract, like, so that's why I'm enjoying being away from the camera and all that, because, man, this shit can take you away from what you really stand for, what you love. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, again, and I'm not saying she's not mentally strong, because she might be stronger than me. You feel me? But I don't even want to put
all three of y'all facing all that.
Yeah, like I'm not willing to take that risk. You feel me? So I'm gonna keep home, and I'll do this, as far as people that I feel like deserving of my time. You feel me? But if I bring her and we both too turned up,
you don't want me to go viral, Stunna? Because that's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna take me viral?
I mean, nah. You know what's crazy though? Man, I always think about that, and a lot of people then tried to get me to intervene my situation with her, but it's a thing where it ain't her. It's more so the people that I might love and trust and that'll go behind my back and betray me. I'm scared of me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't even want to see that. Like, I don't even want to put that on my family. You feel me? Like,
so we just gonna keep it from even getting there. I know that's
yeah, like, right. I just rather keep it G, and hey, man, I pop out when I pop out, but other than that, she gonna, be at home, because when she go outside, she the life of the party. She gonna shake ass, all that. Like, I ain't stopping her from doing none of that. You feel me? Like, hey, go off. You feel me? Niggas can look all day, Ain't nobody gonna touch her. They kind of like know who she is, but she gonna be on her head though. Like,
period.
Yeah, she be on that type of time. Yeah, for sure.
I love that for her. What's her sign?
Her shit in March. I mean, I don't know her sign.
March what?
29th.
She's an Aries. That's Grayson's birthday. And what's your sign?
Scorpio.
What's that? September?
November. I'm not big on that.
Boosie is Scorpio. Ooh, y'all. I don't know. They got different personalities.
Yeah, I'm weird than a bitch.
No, you're not. Honestly, you so real, Stunna. Like,
I'm saying, like, weird meaning like, man, I got like 5-6 different personalities. Like, in real life.
Like that.
Like, so sometimes I can be weird.
Oh. Okay.
But it's a good weird. It ain't no lame weird, like.
Oh, okay.
It's like, damn, like, where that come from? You feel me? Like, what made you, like, I say whatever on my mind,
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes that's why me and her get into it. Like.
But she's an Aries. She's a sweetie.
Yeah.
The Aries is actually the first sign in the zodiac.
I don't believe in
Aries
that,
and then Taurus. So this is the thing. Do you believe in God?
I believe in God. 100%.
God created the sun, the moon, the stars, and everything in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But did he create Scorpios, Aries?
Okay, so here's the thing. It's the stars. So astrology is literally just how the stars are aligned when you're born. So it's not saying that that's exactly how you're going to be, but it's saying that people that are born in this time period, that's how the stars were aligned.
But that's man-made, right?
No, stars are man-made.
No, I'm not saying stars. I'm saying, what's the title for Scorpios, Aries, Pisces, all that? Like, what's the title for that? Your sign.
Your zodiac
sign, yeah. Like, I'm saying, like, that's man-made, right?
No.
Who made it? Is it in the Bible?
It's in the... Okay, so it's not in the Bible. It's not in the Bible, but it's science. I'm a science major, right? So I think...
and I never liked science.
So it's one of those things where it's like, if you believe that there's 24 hours in the day, you can't believe that the stars weren't aligned. You get what I'm saying? Because the same stars that are aligned at night is the same reason why we are, you know what I'm saying? I can't even say what I was about to say. This gonna sound stupid because they giving me a signal talking about how much time we got. It done distracted my fucking. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, if you believe in time, which is why a lot of people don't believe in time, it's hard to say you don't believe in astrology, right? And I'm.
So that's astrology, the moon and the stars and all that. All right, and you see how I'm asking you these questions, like some stuff I'm not familiar with. Like I'm very intelligent, but some stuff I just never tapped in with. Like astrology, like that ain't nothing.
And if you're not into science, you wouldn't know. Like
I hated science in school.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was a star athlete, since elementary. So they always helped me, like. Substitute teacher come and slide me the answers and all that old type of shit. Let me find out. That's why Grace and Gray is how they are. Oh yeah, like
no, my baby's a little smarty.
No, he intelligent, but as he get older, like some people just got that gift. You feel me? Like your looks, your athleticism, it worked. And but then again, I mean that's how a lot of people become successful. You feel me? Like some people just can shake your hand, hug you. Compliment you and it gets you where you need to be in life.
I mean, pretty privilege is definitely a thing.
For sure.
I mean, it's the prettiest podcast. Okay, it's the prettiest and most provocative podcast. We'll get into like the people coming from my head over my name later. Maybe another episode, right? But I think that might be it. I'm so happy you came. You really we have a fashion segment, but we already went over. You put that shit on, and I see the little rolly box in the the big rolly box in the bag. He wasn't playing. He put that shit on, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Stand up, do a little twist.
I ain't doing no 360.
Why? Okay, can you just stand up for him?
I will stand up.
Okay. Something slight.
Yeah, she told me to put something on, so I put something on, man. I hope I look decent enough for the camera, man.
What? I'm so appreciative. So appreciative, Stunna. Like, thank you. I mean, I'm coming, new podcast, new publicists coming in hot with like great content and like you're being a part of that. So I definitely appreciate you. You've been genuine since day one, since Grayson started football. Like you was on his ass. And so
I called you and told you like, please let him come play for us. Like I got him. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna make sure like he all right. You feel me? Like he not gonna feel uncomfortable. Like, and that's just that. Like I'm not the offensive coach, the defensive coach. Like I'm also like the coach that teach the kids life skills, like not giving up. Yeah,
character. Like you, and that was one of my biggest things with coaches. Like I feel like coaches want them to be the athlete, like the best. You gonna wear a front flat, like you gonna be the athlete, but they be forgetting to pour into their character. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you lost, but what can you take away from it? You know what I'm saying? Right. How can you do better next time? Like, how are you doing in school? And I think a lot of these little league coaches, not to say that they feeding their own ego, but they forget about...
Man, the coaches be trying to fuck on the mamas, man. That's what they be doing, man. Hey, them niggas ain't coaching, man. Like, for real,
I had to walk off the camera.
Yeah, like, man, that's what be going on.
If that's not tea... That's it? All right, so, Stunna, we looking into the camera. All I see is this hexagon.
Let's do it. Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Stunna Bam, and you tapped in with the prettiest and most provocative podcast. So y'all make sure y'all tap in, follow her, support her, repost, subscribe, all that. And it's your boy Stunna Bam. I tuned in today with Miss Lauren. She called me, I came. I support her, her son, her whole family, and she do the same thing, vice versa. So, again, outside of us supporting each other, we need y'all to support us. Again, I'm Stunna Bam, this Lauren. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us, man.
Period. And where can they follow you at, Stunna?
At Stunna Bam 3 on Instagram. For the most part, Instagram that's pretty much what I promote on. And yeah, Y'all stay tuned and keep fucking with us, man.
Keep fucking with us.
Yeah, just keep fucking with us, man.
Yeah.
Do a little more.
Yeah. Do more.
Yeah.
So you can get more. Yeah.
For shit show.
For shit show. This is Lo. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Prettiest and Most Provocative Podcast. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Pretty and Provocative for all of the behind the scenes, urban culture, concerts, lifestyles. You guys are going to love it here. So follow me and I'll see you guys next episode.